Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And towing the slab, Tanner Bybee. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Now it's going to be Zach McKinstry. Kicks and fires. Smash to the left side. Rosario jumps, throws, and a quick out, number one. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, Spencer Torkelson.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
To first, two quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. The batter now, Javier Baez. Two outs. Bounce to the right. Jimenez tosses to first. Baez gone on the play. That's the third out. It's the Tigers nothing. Guardians coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And today's starter, Joey Wentz.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy is a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Now into the ball game on defense, Jake Rogers. He takes over behind the plate. Also into the ball game, Matt Vierling. He takes over in right. Bottom of the first. And the batter now, Stephen Kwan.
He's got a nice, short, compact swing. Doesn't swing and miss a whole lot.
The wind and the pitch.
That's the ball.
That misses the zone. And now 3 balls and a strike. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Next offering is fouled back. And now the lefty. And he loses the grip on that one all the way to the backstop. And he'll be safe at first.
Batting second. Not shortstop.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind. If you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game, it's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. And that one missing low.
With 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's Jose Ramirez at the belt and fires. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Josh Bell, a switch hitter batting right. Next offering upstairs.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that's ball 4.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And here's the first baseman, David Fry, looking for his first big league hit right here.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Here's a 1-2. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. To the plate, save. And it's 1-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Andres Jimenez. And Cleveland on top 1-0. On the ground, right side. Over to Baez. And that ends the inning. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Guardians 1 and the Tigers 0. Here in Cleveland, second inning set to go. Here's the third baseman, Nick Maton. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Hit hard. That gets through.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Spencer Torkelson now at the plate. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. And he deals. And now it's even up.
That's a really good take. Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. And a curve is down and in. Akil Baddoo up next for the Tigers. Nobody out. Runner at first. Oh, nice stop at first. The throw. Rosario one. Return throw gets him at first. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Akil Baddoo up now for the Tigers. The kick, the 3-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Downstairs, and it misses. Ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Biden with a move to first. Baddoo back in on a dive. Another move to first, and he's back again. And now up to hit Miguel Cabrera to third. Sends it to first, and that is that. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Guardians 1 and the Tigers nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Mike Zunino.
Mike Zunino.
And a pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 2. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
For this guy, it's truly a battle when he steps into the box. Only one thing on his mind, seeing that pitch out of the hand and hitting it hard somewhere.
And here it comes. 3-2 now.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Snuck the fastball by him.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Next to hit, Will Brennan. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Ground ball up the middle. Baez fires over to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
The center fielder, Maya Straw.
Now here is Miles Straw. Swing and a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Reached on a drop, third strike his first time. Base knock center field. Straw coming home. He will score, and they lead by 2.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And up next for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario.
Beautiful swing in his last at bat. Opposite field knock.
Falling behind 2-1. kicks and deals. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez.
Andy Ibanez.
Ball to strike. That one ripped left field. This one's got a chance. And it's gone. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year. It's 2-1.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
And here is Jake Rogers taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Out to short, Rosario zips it across, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Matt Vierling.
And now the right fielder, Matt Vierling, came into the game on defense. So his first trip to the plate here. One down, base is empty. And now 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Bounced out to short, Rosario. On the run, throw to first. And oh no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there.
Well, kind of the story of their season so far. Things just not clicking into place. Fundamentals on all sides of the ball are lacking, and it's tough to win games at this level if you're not playing clean baseball as a team.
Here's Riley Green. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Vierling, the runner at second with one away. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now it's Javier Baez. Grounded out his first time. The tying run is 90 feet away. On the ground out to short. Rosario tosses to first. Third out. One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Cleveland as we go to the last of the third. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Next pitch is popped up. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's one away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
There's a strike. On the ground and foul ball. And the pitch goes down looking.
Now batting.
Stepping up for the Guardians, David Fry, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Ball to strike. The pitch. That's out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that'll do it. Guardians fail to score, but they still lead it 2-1. On to the fourth. Now the third baseman, Nick Maton. Left-hand hitter waits. There's a strike. In the air, left field. He's under it. And there's one down.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Here's a 2-1. Just missed. Akil Baddoo waiting to hit for Detroit. Three-1 now. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. Fights it off. He'll see another. And a payoff pitch. In the dirt. Zunino up with it to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
And next up for the Tigers, Akil Baddoo. He reached out a walk his first time. In the air to left center. Straw has a beat on it. Brings it in for the third out. Tigers fail to make any noise, and they trail it here 2-1. Bottom 4. So in now for Cleveland, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And there's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike.
So man aboard, and here's the catcher, Mike Zunino. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Two and one now. Inside, just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great.
And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the right fielder, Will Brennan. He's 0 for 1. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. And that one is in for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Jimenez, the runner at second with 1 away. Line drive. That's a base hit. Coming around third is Jimenez. The tag, and he's in there.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And up next for Cleveland, Miles Straw. Doubled in his first AB. And a 1-1. On the ground to third. And that's just foul. Here's a 1-2. Way high. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Top 5, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Miguel Cabrera. The count 2-1. That misses off the outside edge. Hit hard on the ground is short. Rosario tosses to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Now batting, the second baseman, Andy Ibanez.
Here's the second baseman, Andy Ibanez. He's already homered in this game. To the right side. Slings to first. And the first two set down at the top of the fifth.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, Jake.
So it's their last chance in this one. Jake Rogers will hit next. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Next pitch is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Guardians claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
3-1 ball game, quick game. We were looking for a little bit more. It seemed at points the offenses were going to break out, but a total of 4 runs combined. Really good pitching and defense on both sides. Just a couple of key swings making all the difference.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.